Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's Thursday, so things were looking up a little bit this morning, but then Mr. Jerome Powell of the Fed had to get on TV and start talking about 50 basis point increases coming in May, and things went south after that. So, as always, not financial advice, you know the drill here. I'm investing in the following companies and coins, so let's get into it here really quick here. So, Powell says taming inflation absolutely essential and a 50 basis point hike possible for May. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell on Thursday said that the central bank is committed to raising rates expeditiously to bring down inflation. That could mean an interest rate hike of 50 basis points in May as prices rise at their fastest pace in more than 40 years. We obviously saw the CPI data for March, which was at 8.5%. So obviously it is high. And they go on saying it's absolutely essential to restore price stability, he added. So once we saw that, prices in the markets went down. And we'll take a look at obviously the prices for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the miners. And you can see it. Piece bulk, and then everything just went down. So let's take a look at it here. And then we got another story from Morgan Stanley on Bitcoin, which is kind of interesting. So we'll get into that as well. So this is Bitcoin, but first I'm going to get into the miners. So here's Sphere 3D. You can see here on the 1 hour chart. Things were starting to look up a little bit in the morning. Bitcoin was going up. Bitcoin had a nice rally. And then after Jerome Powell spoke, everything went down. So Annie was down 2.99% today to $1.62. It's up a little bit in the after hours. It's up 1.23% to $1.64. Argo, you can see here as well, started up basically in the green this morning and then fell drastically as well. So it was down 2.26 today to $8.83 on the day. And then Bit Digital was down 5.86% to $2.41. It's down a little bit now in the after hours as well. But you can see here it was going up a little bit and then obviously fell down here in the morning hours. Bitfarms was down 4.7% to $3.04. You can see here in the pre-hours it was going up and then things went down, went south. Cleanspark was down 5.99% to $8.47. It's up slightly in the after hours right now. Same thing, it went up and then it went down. Cores was down 8.22% to $6.59. Everything is getting beaten up like crazy today. This is on the 1 hour chart here. This is Digihost. So Digihost was down 5.41% to $2.97. DMG was down 6.14% to 44 cents. Hive was down 4.25% to $1.69. It's up a little bit in the after hours, 2.37% to $1.73. You can see here as well, it was going up and then obviously it started falling down. Hot 8 was down 5.29% to $4.12. Same situation, started going up in the morning, then heading south. Iris Energy was down 4.86% to $10.57. It is up a little bit in the after hours to 2.18% to $10.80. Luxxfolio was down 8.78% to 24 cents. Marathon was down 6.76% to $19.32. It's down a little bit more in the after hours as well. And Mawson was down 7.36% to $4.03. It was climbing. Basically, the morning was actually climbing pretty good here. This is actually late. Here we go, 4:21. So now we're getting into the hours here on it. And then Riot was down 8.24% to $12.80. It's down a little bit in the after hours right now as well. And let's take a look at Bitcoin here. So Bitcoin was heading into a nice little move up, obviously, this morning. It started going up about 1 o'clock our time. And then it was going up for several hours. And then once Jerome Powell spoke, it just continued crashing hour after hour. We finally got a little reprieve here at around 4 o'clock. Went up a little bit, but then fell back down below it. And now it's battling with our support at 40,700. And it did get above nicely here. Obviously, looking at the price on the RSI here, there's some good things here. So let's take a look at the good things that we do have. So the RSI peaked at about 72. Last time we were about around this range, we were at a price point of approximately 42,000. So we were up higher in it. So that's a good sign. We were also back here at a lower price of 41,700. So that was also a good sign that we were heading up higher while the RSI was at the same places. Now looking at it, how low we are, about 30. Last time we were this low was back here, which was right around 39,162. So we've obviously come up on that. So we have a price appreciation going up, while RSI is going steady or getting better. So that's a good sign for it. So we'll see how it goes forward. I think we're possibly going to be going back up here, but time will only tell. Ethereum, same thing, was going up nicely. It was battling with that 200-day moving average, the blue line here. It touched it here a couple times yesterday, fell back down, went up higher, and then tested it again. And then once Jerome Powell spoke, we fell down again. So it is testing that 200 mark, which is a good sign. I think that's a bullish sign right there. If we can go back up and test it. Looking at the RSI on the Ethereum, we can see that last time was down here, was back right around here, and we were a much lower price of 2,900 compared to where we are now at 2,985. So we're up a little bit, not great, about $100 in price with the same RSI. So that's still a good sign for me. Let's take a look at the network hash rate while we're at it here, and we'll see how things are playing out. And we can see that the network hash rate has been steady here for the past couple of weeks here, which is kind of strange. I don't know if the conflict in Europe between Russia and Ukraine is having anything to do with it, where maybe miners were being shut down over there. Not sure. But that is obviously a good thing for the miners. Obviously, that's going to lead to a difficulty adjustment for the miners, which they're going to be able to make more. So that's at least one good thing out of it that we're seeing right here on the chart. All right, let's take a look at Morgan, and then we'll get back into the Bitcoin chart and compare it to some of the other miners going back a couple months, year to date and 1 year, and see how they compare to Bitcoin on it, and we'll call it a day. Not much going on as far as the miners news. So Morgan Stanley has reportedly said Bitcoin has reached an important milestone in being widely used as a currency. Strike integration with the BlackHawk network allows Bitcoin to enter the physical locations of shops and restaurants, which still make up 85% of the U.S. transactions. Low transaction costs and merchant adoption will likely lead to less volatility in the chosen asset over time, Morgan Stanley reportedly stated. So these are all good things. I'm not going to get into the whole article. I just wanted to point out the main things here. Anytime we see any kind of adoption stories or analysts and banks are starting to think that Bitcoin is actually going to be used as currency, I think that's a good thing. Obviously the integration with Strike is huge for Bitcoin and with BlackHawk, obviously leads to a lot of open doors for it to be used widely within the United States as a potential currency, especially on the Lightning Network and things like that, which are speedy transactions and low fees. So this is obviously good things to see. This is what we want to see. Going back to Bitcoin here really quick, we're going to compare it to a couple of the miners here just for comparison. And let me turn some of these things off here to make it a little bit easier to view. Turn off the volume as well. Okay, so we got those things turned off. So let's just compare it to, we got a Cleanspark here right now, so we'll do that on the same scale. We'll also add maybe, who else could we add in there? Cleanspark. Let's add in there Hut. We'll add Hut in there. Hive. Marathon. I know they've been around for a while, so there should be plenty of data for them. Marathon. Riot. And who else do we want to add in there? Let's add in there Bitfarms. Same scale. Okay. So now we're going to take a look at the info here that we have. Close this and we'll go first 3 months out. So here's the data that we're seeing. So had you bought 3 months ago, Cleanspark would be the clear winner, obviously at 48% here. BTC is up 10% from 3 months ago. Hive is up 7.64%. Bitfarms is down 0.16. Marathon is down 4.83. Riot is down 6.03, and Hut is down 13.78% from 3 months ago. So I just wanted to kind of take a look at it to see if things are acting the same way as Bitcoin is, and it's kind of hard to see the chart here. But it does seem, other than obviously Cleanspark being way above there for the last 3 months, if we look at the 6 months time frame, I think we'll get a better view of it here. That things are, well, this is kind of hard to see. I'm trying to zoom in on this a little bit, and that's going to change my 6 months. So we can see Bitcoin is down 35%, Bitfarms is down 41%, Cleanspark is down almost 50%, Hive is down 52%, Riot is down 54%, Marathon is down 60%, and Hut is down 62% during that same time frame. So we're seeing is Bitcoin, as it goes down, these guys typically will do worse than Bitcoin does. We're seeing it that's usually 1.1 to 1.5 to 2x worse than Bitcoin does. We can see it here in Hut, obviously almost being 2x worse. It's about 1.7x worse than Bitcoin is on that for the 6 months. If we look at the year to date, well, that was kind of 3 months. If we look at the 1 year, we can see that Bitcoin or Bitfarms is down only 8.98% from a year ago. Bitcoin is down 21% from a year ago right now. Hut is down 21. Marathon is down 37. Hive is down 41. Cleanspark is down 54, and Riot is down 64. So almost 2x here on Riot, almost 3x almost. On Riot, Cleanspark, same thing. Hive is about 2x worse, and Marathon is down 37, so 1.5x from Bitcoin. And then if we look at the 5-year chart, we can see Bitcoin is up tremendously. Obviously, it's up 3,117% up, while Riot is up 235%. Bitfarms is up 235. Mara is up 101%. Hut is up 16%, and Hive is up 13.7%, if that's accurate data based on this, going back 5 years. So we do see somewhat of a trend here with obviously the way they're following Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up. They usually go up 1.52x from that. Bitcoin goes down. They do the same thing going down. So they are following it pretty closely right now. And sometimes it's a good leverage, kind of to leverage into those miners, I think sometimes, especially when they're beaten down like this. I think the upside potential is a lot better than with Bitcoin possibly, if that makes sense. But yeah, the dollar cost average if you can. Obviously in this market, it's going to be tough. We'll have to see how the rest of the year plays out. Will we see the same kind of winter crash that we had in 2018 after the 2017 bull run? Hard to tell. I keep thinking it's going to be different because we do have obviously a lot more institutions involved. We have MicroStrategy buying it. We have Tesla buying it, or Tesla bought into it. We got other companies buying into it as well. Those are signs that make me think that we may not have that big crash of 80, 90% where we had it in the past. Fingers crossed that that's the case, but we'll see. Obviously, everything's fluid, dynamic, things change on a dime, so keep an eye on it. We'll see how it goes. That's it. Just wanted to keep it kind of light today. Not much going on, like I said. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe. Helps me out tremendously. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful night.